Hello, YouTube subscriber. I saw I had one YouTube subscriber. So it's probably true. So if you use my one YouTube subscriber, hello. So he's probably female. Maybe. Right, but no matter who you are, hopefully he's not bad. Hopefully he's good. But no matter, any energy you could that could be inside you, he's probably good. Look at my lips still. Look what's going on. Right, but this video, but I said, oh, I'll probably make a video. But now, some of these videos I made it with the energy of putting them on the YouTube and stuff. Some of the first videos I ever put out was just more so like, I already made them. I just wanted to make a video myself. I was like, oh, I'll just make a video. But now, like, I didn't put them videos already on YouTube. Then I continue to make new videos and stuff. And that's all. I just continue to put them on YouTube or whatever I think. Now, that's what I'm doing now and stuff. So, but I don't know what I'm going to talk about. And I don't know what to say right now. So, this video maybe could be titled Planned Unplanned. But now look how shocked I'm looking. I ain't look like this in any of the videos I done put out. Now. Ripper is kind of scary in here. I'm wearing a black shirt. Then this necklace I think I got from H&M. But I think it did break or something. But I don't remember. Or I got this from somewhere good. Ooh. Wow. Ooh, excuse me, but now look how I'm looking. Right now I look like a soft pillow, like so squishy and comfy and cute. So, yeah. So, I'm just gonna talk. What is good? But I was just talking for like 2 hours. It's actually not fake. I was talking about golf and stuff. So, I'm gonna make this video called Ooh, Look at Me. Look what I'm looking like. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. But I feel good relaxing. Look at my teeth. You see, like, you see this spread open. Now you see the blood. But I just rinsed out my mouth and everything with hydrogen peroxide. You see how scary? Look how scary I just look. Oh my God, let me redo it. What it is? Ooh, look at my arms. Look. Wow. I don't know what to say. What was I about to say? Banana, I forgot what I was going to say. They don't have people smiling anymore, taking any pictures. Right, I'm not smiling that hard. Right, you see, I'm looking pretty shocking looking. Wow. Wow. Well, I don't know what the hell gonna go on. Forget about it. Well, I don't know. I like the videos. I want the videos to be good. I want to relax. I don't know what to say or whatever. Because what it is, if I were to start talking about things that could seem like certain happenings, talkings, it turns scary and everything, and then it make me feel scared, and it's gonna give me heart chest congestion. Right, but I was talking about, what was I talking about for 2 hours? What somebody watch this video and they say, wow, I was talking for 2 hours. What was I saying for 2 hours? So I just give like a rundown list of what I was talking about for like 2 hours. I was talking about different things like golfing and sports, like football, like the New York Giants, Green Bay Packers, and I was saying all the NFL teams supposed to be good and the NBA, but I wasn't talking about the NBA, but the NBA is supposed to be hot. Right, it's supposed to be hot. If anybody in the NBA, they're supposed to be good. And they're supposed to look good. And then the golf's supposed to originate out here in Florida, here in Palm Bay, Bayside Lakes and stuff. And I was just talking about that. And really, I think, and then I was talking about like Wet and Wild. They shut that down. That was supposed to be in Orlando. Then I saw if they bring that back, black people is going to be over that, operating, not running it. But they gonna like rotate different operators for that place. But now for like the time being, for a good long while, it's gonna be black people own and operate that company, that Wet and Wild. But Wet and Wild is good. Then I said, oh, people could work at the Disney for real. Like for real, make money off of that. And somebody said, oh, they work at Disney. They have money from Disney. Or somebody said, oh, they work at Disney. Then somebody know, oh, that's how they got a big-ass house or something. Right, or a nice car. Then I said, oh, then if they had a Universal, people should be able to work there. Or could ever work there for real. Every day. But honestly, didn't have a lot of money from working at the Universal theme park. The Universal. Right, the Universal. Right, where the roller coasters and everything, they have all the rides, and they have other like nice attractions and doings and sings and everything. Right, then I said, oh, other places is very nice for golfing also, right, like Texas and New York, and maybe even also different countries also, like Mexico, right, and California is very good for golfing, right, a lot of different places, the golfing could be really good. Right, then I said, oh, they had a baseball sport. If it's anything negative or whatever going on, and black people play the baseball, there could be people be upset, horrible, and get upset and be scared. Right, but now, like, how I'm talking now, like, it's, like, fast a little bit and kind of, like, and the energy that I'm in right now. So that's the energy that I'm in. The energy that I'm in is the energy that I'm in. So I don't need to think to, like, cuss about that or feel like, oh, am I acting this way or something. Because the energy that I'm in is the energy that I'm in. I don't need to think to try and, like, explain, like, oh, am I acting like this way or that way or something. Right? Or I don't have to think, like, oh, so much about it to think, oh, do I have to try to act this way or act that way or act this way? Oh, God, but I'm on my period. It's horrible. I just don't like being on my period. Ooh, I just feel like, oh. But what it is, right? A lot of the spiritual videos, they say, oh, cosmic videos. I think maybe some of these videos are supposed to be like cosmic. I don't think that's fake. But what it is to me, it might seem shocking if I say that out. But it's probably true. I actually don't think it's fake. So, but that's why some of the things I done said will happen. So now, and then I seen the news yesterday, it looked horror. I seen the news reporter, bitch, was wearing all black, then they just show a tornado. What the hell? And that's it. Then the fucking TV cut off. Now did the TV cut off? Nope, I had on Tubi. Somebody exit off the news. Right, so my family member, that's supposed to be my mom, was off work or whatever. Then I got shampooed and everything. Then they shampooed my hair. Then I was sitting on the couch. Then the person supposed to be my mom turned on the TV. Then showed the news bitch wearing all black. Then the bitch, then the next clip show a tornado. What the hell? That shit ain't fake. What the hell you think gonna go on and the bitch look so shocking or whatever? And the stuff is gonna be for horror or whatever. That shit ain't fake. So the bottom line is that thingy ain't good. So some ain't gonna be good. So I know what the hell gonna go on. Now, what it is, the stuff is gonna go on. Those people that live in them houses over there that's close by this house, they's gonna turn in their horrible racism people. And even still, if it was still pretend, it would still be horrible if something like that were to go on. So hopefully the shit don't go on. But it's probably gonna happen. And then even if it did happen ever, even if it was a nightmare, it would be horror. But the Donald Trump supposed to be the president. Does anybody remember the year 2016? Now somebody could try to argue somebody and say they's lying if they talk about that year and think to say what things might ever happen or try to think what everything felt like. Now people could get upset or something. But maybe not. But what the hell gonna go on? Right? But the 2016, they supposed to said, oh, Donald Trump. Everybody was looking shocking like supporting the man. Why did anybody even want to vote for the person? Realistically, don't nobody know. But people was probably just excited and felt like, ooh, maybe the person is shocking, maybe. So maybe they felt drawn to the person that is excited. And maybe they felt like it's some of the person. So maybe that's why everybody supported the Donald Trump, maybe. Somebody got to ask whoever the fuck supported the man, why the fuck they had wherever Donald Trump had, what was they thinking? Don't ask me, ask somebody else. What the hell? Anyway, this shit ain't gonna be good. It's gonna be extreme horror. What the hell do you think is gonna go on? Horror. It's gonna be horrible ass racism, people. The Donald Trump, they said, oh, they're gonna bring back slavery. Right? Then the Donald Trump act like they don't, or the man maybe don't like black people. Then white people say, oh, don't bring up any race card. Don't say the race card. What the hell? Race card, race card, race card. But what is this color? Is that white? What about that color? This way say that's black. Is that racist? Who knows it? Everybody had their own brain. But now if somebody don't think what other person think, somebody get upset horrible and say, oh, they not acting how they act, and then they cry and want to hang out with a person. You think that shit makes sense? Regardless, the shit ain't going to be good. It's going to be insane energy. People's going to be taking drugs and be going insane and stuff. Then somebody could think, how much sense do they got to make if they talk? Do they have to think, are they making sense? Or could somebody just feel like they's talking? Then even if somebody said anything, they could, how much do somebody got to think to say if somebody else talk or not? That's why the shit ain't going to be good. Because it's just going to be insane energy now. Now some people will go insane now. God, I don't even know what to say now. Well, I've been saying a lot. But whatever it is, let me think about it. Let me try to take a deep breath. Because now some could be going to go on or whatever. And this is actually not fake. Some would go on now. So let me take a breather. God, I've been sitting here talking or whatever. Whatever it is, things is different now. Now it's March 18th. So now the beginning of the year, somebody could still say maybe the year feels fresh. Somebody could say maybe every year and every day is a fresh day. Every year is a fresh year. But even a sense for energy forecasting and sensing and everything. Right, or timeline energy. Thinking or something maybe. Or energy pulling. Right, and then I said in one of the videos, I said just relaxing or relaxing. Right, where I had my hair twisted, but I was wearing a white shirt. I said, oh, the energy's more settled. Oh, excuse me. I think I said, oh, it's deeper in the months and the energy is more settled. Or it's deeper in the month, now the energy feel a little bit more settled. Well, the bottom line is it's going to be racism. And the racism people is going to get eaten up. And probably is true everything I've said in all those videos and everything. That's going to be racism people for horrible. And they's going to go insane from people's skin colors and have reactions. Then even if anybody ever said that, if anybody said that, or even if somebody said it but was saying something like that could happen, something like that wouldn't be good. And then the racism people gonna be done up for worldwide. So it wouldn't just be here in Florida. The racism. All the racism people thinks they be in all the other different countries that's gonna be existing and everything and be done up, and every country gonna decide to do up the racism people how they feel. That shit is not fake. So I don't know how much I could say or whatever if I put on the YouTube or whatever, but they already act like they got guns on YouTube. They show violent gang tour, street gang. What the hell, ain't that deadly? You think that sound good? What the hell? Right, they got the First 48 on television. They got murder documentaries on the TV. But the racism people here will get eaten up and everything, but they will get eaten up worldwide. And there will be like racism industry workings and stuff like that. It's just not going to be fake. But the racism people here, they going to go insane badly. And it ain't going to be funny. And they's going to know, the racism people going to know that they ain't regular. And they ain't even going to they's not even going to like any of the other horrible ass racism things. So they's not going to want to be around any of the other horrible ass racism people things. It's just going to be horrible. It's just going to be horrible. Because some has probably done happen with somebody that probably has seen me before ever. Or maybe somebody I work with, or somebody that has ever maybe seen me or act like they've been around me for a time. So maybe somebody done seen my YouTube videos, and if not, somebody might will have had a dream or something. Or somebody could be upset. So I have no idea. So I don't know. But either way, like, what would I just say? I could just say I'm just sitting on the couch and everything. Look at my pants I got on now. Or I could just say, oh, I'm just sitting on the couch. But that shit is ridiculous to think, to argue that or whatever. Then I could think, what the hell? I don't want to talk to whoever the fuck if something ain't good. What the hell? Then how much I got to think? I think something is going to go on. I think something is about to happen. And that shit ain't fake. I think something now might go on now. But even still, some ain't gonna be good. Whatever it is, I think it's gonna be something to do with whatever them people things that live in whatever them house things is over there. They gonna want to hang out. But they's gonna be turned to the horrible ass racism thingies. They's gonna be upset. Then one of the things over there is supposed to be a police guy thingy. But they's a thingy. They's not normal. They's not regular. If somebody else was over here every day and the shit ain't been regular, I'm not even gonna try to explain the junk. Them things is not normal ass people. They's not even regular. So the guy dude thing gonna be turned to a racism police thing and be upset horrible. And then the dude gonna be scared of they's gonna be scared to live over here. All them people things. They's gonna be scared horrible. Then even still one day they's all going to be putting livestock ranches and be put and packaged up in the thrifty. That shit is not fake. But then also there will be a time for them to stay in them house things over there. Then there's going to be in them house things, somebody going to throw a bomb. Right, but if it's any police officer that would ever watch this, and let's say I say this, I say, oh, I know I have shocking ass energy. And what I say could happen up to somebody with somebody's life. And I could think to say one of the most horriblest things that could ever happen is if somebody were to turn into horrible ass racism things, for the racism junk to be put in a microwave and to be put in the oven, to be done up for horrible ass racism, for worldwide racism, for horror, for horrible, for horror, for horrible. Not even to think for funny, but even if anybody could ever joke about it, it would still be a horror. For horrible, not even to think this shit's just about texting or whatever. Then somebody would go insane, horrible, whatever police person be turned into a horrible ass racism thing and have horrible ass reaction problems. And whatever racism person, police thing, if they were to get turned into a horrible ass racism person, then they would have horrible ass reactions from people's skin color. So whether somebody's white, black, Spanish, Chinese, whatever race groups, people that's finna be living about their race and ethnicity, that's living for real fully, whatever police person, if they turn into a horrible ass racism thing, for there to be racism, they will have horrible ass reactions when they see people that have skin color. The racism people would not be a color. They would not even be a color. So it wouldn't even be to say, oh, they's this color or not, or their color ain't good. They's not even going to be a color. And then, right, but the worst thing that could happen to a police officer is they turn into a horrible ass racism thing and have horrible ass reaction problems from people's skin color, and it can't eat no food, can't eat no donuts, can't drink no water. Now, if somebody was a policeman and they were to fucking disagree, it'd be a horrible ass racism thing, and they would go insane and not understand why the hell they's even. Cause they's a horrible ass thing, and they would just go insane horrible. So what the hell could somebody even try to think to say, even if they could try to fucking say this shit would be horrible? What the hell? So that man dude thing gonna turn into a horrible ass racism thingy. And then what about the videos show all the police cars outside? If anything negative with any police, they'd be a horrible ass racism thingy. What the hell? So the bottom line is going to be racism, police things. It's going to be racism. It's 2026. This shit ain't been regular. All the movies is closed. They closing the Barnes & Noble. They close the grocery stores. They close the movie theaters. The NFL look not even regular. They change all the logos on the helmets. They take the emblems off or whatever, designs off the helmets. They change the colors. They change all the stuff. They don't have it on. They fucking got the NBA shit not even regular or whatever. The NFL ain't even been regular. The fucking sports or whatever. Then the energy out here has been like horrible. Like, what the hell? Ooh, something is just awful as fuck. That's whatever them people things and them house things, they's not regular. Then the TV stuff, a lot of the TV stuff ain't been regular or whatever. Then some of the shit, how the shit look ain't normal. Then the manager thing at that school say the bitch supposed to be over the food at the school. Then the bitch say, oh, the bitch cry if the bitch is at a restaurant and they have breakfast food. The bitch don't want to go in the restaurant because it make the bitch cry if the bitch see breakfast food. What the hell? What the hell? Right, then that bitch, the bitch that's supposed to be the manager, that bitch kid, I was in school with that bitch kid thing. Then that dude was supposed to support the Donald Trump, was running around with a Donald Trump flag. Then, but a few years before the Donald Trump, I had a class with that kid. That was probably 2013, 2014, when I was first in high school. Then the dude was talking about the dude, a sister sibling that the dude had. Then the dude said, oh, the dude's sister bitch got the bitch like wherever black dude or black guy. But then the dude said, oh, the dude parents don't like black people. Then that bitch at the manager, that's supposed to be that bitch kid, the bitch kid mom, or that dude. They said, oh, the dude parents don't like anybody black or don't like black people. Then that's supposed to be the bitch that was the manager at the school. The same bitch that say the bitch don't like breakfast food, it make the bitch cry or whatever. What the hell? Then that bitch say make like throw up sounds for like the Christmas holiday and stuff. I had a Christmas tree, pencil and stuff, and then the pencil had a Christmas tree on it. Then I said, "Oh, I like this pencil. Oh, this pencil's so good." Then the bitch made like a throw up sound, and then the bitch say like hateful things about the Christmas holiday. Say that the bitch hate Christmas or whatever, or like make throw up noises. That shit is awful. But then the bitch put up a Christmas tree in the kitchen. You think that shit makes sense? Then the bitch burped in my fucking face. That shit ain't fake. You think that shit was fake? That shit is called horror. What the hell? Then there was times where I said, wow, I think the bitch gonna be upset. Then the bitch was upset horrible. Then I said, wow, the bitch probably gonna be upset. Then the bitch was upset awful. Then I said, wow, you think the bitch would be upset? Then I just said, wow, probably the bitch gonna be upset. Then the bitch got upset awful as fuck. And I mean, wow, right then at the end of the fucking year or whatever, or it was a back to school or whatever. Then if you work in the kitchen or whatever, right, then it's time like to then like once like towards the school year's about to start up, then everybody go back if somebody worked in the kitchen and stuff and put everything together, or to get things ready, because that's just how the stuff has gone. So then everybody's back there, right, and doing up whatever is needed to be done for the school year to get ready to start up. Then I think that person was there the whole summer break. Then now it's time, school year about to start back up, so now people's back getting to put everything together. So I used to work at the schools. I was working in the kitchens and stuff, so I was back, right, ready to do whatever prep stuff or whatever's needed to get everything together for the start of the new school year. Right, and everybody else I worked with was there, except for one person. This was the very first day back. Then they supposed to have been like redesigning the kitchens and stuff, or doing the kitchen over, like doing for new equipment, really. Just the decisions somebody decided to change up some of the stuff. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. So, right, but they were still working on everything. Just a few things a little. Or just maybe electrical. It was an electrical guy there. So the man really had a ladder and whatever tools. Right, but it was just that one, maybe that one man was there. Just doing whatever workings. I guess with the electrical, or the person was on a ladder. Right, so, and I guess it was an electrician, but I'm not sure 100%, right? But they was doing whatever working a little, right? Then the person that's supposed to be the manager or whatever, then the bitch running around. I just don't understand. But then that person's supposed to have been there all the months, every day, for the whole summer or whatever. Then the bitch still running around. Then somebody that I work with, well, then everybody got there. And then the manager thing was running around still. But that day, it was other people at the school, like people that's teachers also. Or not the teachers, more so like, I don't think it was all the teachers or something. It was more so like people that is at the school, that work at the school, but they would not be teachers. But that might not be true either. But everybody, all the people that was at the school, now somebody at the school, they at the school. But then everybody that was there, it wasn't just the people that work in the kitchen. There was other people there that work at the school, that school. And then they was gonna have breakfast and everything and have a meeting about for the new year what's gonna be set up at the what they's gonna talk about. So everybody know, okay, go to the meeting. Then we was getting ready to go to the meeting. Then one of the other people I work with, then they got there and I said, oh, hello. Then the manager thing rushed the person and say, oh, hurry or whatever, and have an attitude, horrible. It's just unbelievable. And okay, walk up to the front or to go to the library. That's where the meeting's gonna be. This is just horrible. The thing is awful. The wear manager thing. It's just unbelievable. I mean, horrible. Horrible. Then the other person I work with, then they asked the manager thing, a question, the manager person. Then the manager thing, the bitch thing that's supposed to have been the manager, the bitch was just so frustrated. Holy shit. What the hell? Like, the bitch was upset. It's just, what I'm trying to say, it's just horrible. The person is awful. When I seen that shit happen about that, I can't even explain the junk. If they had cameras and audio or whatever in the fucking cafeteria or whatever, somebody pull that shit up, the bitch is awful. Then I said to the bitch, I said, oh, is the bitch thing kid? I asked the bitch, I said, oh, is the bitch thing kid gonna be at the school for the upcoming school year? That's gonna be for the upcoming school year. Cause now whatever bitch kid thing the bitch got would be of whatever age to be able to be at the school. So I just asked, I said, oh, is that kid thing gonna be at the school? Then the bitch said, oh, hell no, the bitch don't want their kid to be at the school because the bitch don't want anybody yelling at their kid the thing got. But the bitch said like, oh, hell no, or whatever. The bitch wouldn't let that happen, or the bitch wouldn't want that to be or whatever. But then the bitch say that as a joke, but then the bitch say, oh, hell no, the bitch don't want nobody yelling. But the bitch thing ain't regular. Then I have my hair locked and stuff. I don't know what to think about any of that right now. Because a lot of things have been shocking and stuff. Anyway, then the person was playing reggae music for a while. And they was not acting regular. They had like different happening things. Sometimes the shit ain't good. It's horrible. Somebody just gotta roll the fucking footage or whatever the fuck about the shit. It ain't no way I could try to explain, but it's just so much or whatever. It's just horrible or whatever the fuck. I can't even fucking think to fucking try to explain, but so much or whatever. The shit ain't funny. Then the other bitch or whatever, I think for horrible for that bitch. I don't even know what the bitch was saying when the bitch was speaking, but the bitch is not good at all or whatever. The bitch is awful. I don't give a fuck or whatever. I wish for horrible off that bitch and the bitch, all the bitch things the bitch got. So I would wish for horrible off that bitch thing. The bitch ain't even. The bitch is a thingy for horrible or whatever. So I wish for horrible for that thing. Then I could think even if the bitch said something to me, at least I would know what the bitch say. And I wouldn't think they'll fucking try to guess it or whatever the fuck. Oh, hell no. The thing step on my foot 10 times or whatever the fuck. Then if I do whatever food shit, then the bitch said, oh! Holy fuck. I hate that person. I hope they get killed. I hope they turn into a horrible ass thing and get hurt horrible as fuck. I don't give a fuck what the fuck I just look like saying that shit or whatever. I think for horrible for that person. And they wouldn't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck or whatever. I wish for horrible for that thing. That shit ain't fake. That's just not fake. The thing is awful ass thingy. If somebody else was around the thing, then the thing got upset horrible. Then the bitch said, oh, whatever people do, whatever Quaker thing. Now the bitch finna get hurt horrible in a horrible ass car accident and have to keep working every day. That bitch gonna get in a horrible ass car accident. So I hope that bitch see that and know what I'm saying and know I'm speaking English. And the bitch speak 2 languages. So ain't the bitch smart or not? Who knows it? So hopefully the bitch hear this and know I hope that the bitch get in a horrible car accident and get hurt horrible as fuck and go insane about whatever kid things the bitch got and get ill horrible and be disgusted and turn into a horrible ass racism thingy. They get put in a fucking turbine engine fuck shit and get killed. What the hell? Oh hell no. Whatever. Oh hell no. You can forget about the junk. That's about it. Then the two things, the bitch thing I just cussed up about, that I said, oh, I hope the bitch get in a horrible ass car accident. Then the other bitch, that was supposed to be the manager, bitch. Right? Like, I had this cup. I've been got this cup from the Walmart. Dumb things took the cup, I guess, and hit it or whatever, trying to be joking. Then they said, oh, where's your cup at or whatever. What the hell? Dumb things is horrible things. Then the one thing I don't know what the bitch thing was saying. Then that bitch thing it make like the bitch can't stand still. Then the bitch say, oh, the bitch ain't able to sit down or stand in one spot. The bitch got whatever problem. I don't know. I don't know who that person is, but I wish for horrible for them, whether they's actual or not. Even if they's just a horror thingy. I wish for them to get hurt horrible. Horrible. That shit is not fake. And when it was the end of that school year, I was thinking for so many horrible things to happen to that person. And I don't even know how much I thought to think up or whatever. Or even what I said. It was just so many things. Right then when I quit from the school or whatever, then the bitch called me or whatever. Now the bitch ain't said nothing ever since. And I don't need to know what the bitch say. I ain't from the country the bitch from out of. I don't need to care. And I just hope for horrible for that hoe thingy. So that's about it. So yeah. So I mean, and that bitch thing is a horrible thing. Horrible, 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 horrible. I'm not even faking it. This shit ain't funny. Right? So I would just wish for horrible for that thing. Horrible. Yeah, so I don't know what else to fucking even say or whatever. Like, I'm not even fucking kidding or whatever. Right then, the other person I work with. Wow. Oh, excuse me, pardon me. But the other person I work with, I told them, I said, the stuff is horrible or whatever. Don't even think to worry about being there. Because things is just don't even worry about it, honestly. Because it's just not even to think about it. Right, but that schools, the working in the kitchens at a school, or that, let me think to try to say this good or clearly. That job to be able to like work with the food in the elementary school and prepare the food, cook up the food and see the students, even if somebody could think that the schools could be good or school is good and that's it and the energy is good, well then that would be something that would be good and everything and somebody would feel good. Then even if it's any different happenings that could maybe go on in the schools, that some type of job like that, you never know what could go on or whatever, even for real. And it's just not funny really. And it's kind of like the working can be low-key tough a little bit and sometimes maybe feel like it's industrial work, right? But working with the food at an elementary school could be fun and everything for the people that work there, and they could feel lucky to be able to work maybe with the food and be able to work at a school. So they see the students, they see the teachers, they's able to make all the food up, prepare the food, and then maybe in the kitchen with around other people preparing the food and everything. That's supposed to maybe be a good thing. Or there could ever be a good energy about something like that to be. And that's not fake. So even in all honesty, me being there working at the school in the kitchens, was it horrible? Even still, I would still say yes. But at the same time, maybe no. So then, because that type of work job could be like simple and stuff, and the energy about it could be good. And you know what I mean? I don't know. There's still a lot of things that's shocking to me and everything. And I swear, even truly, and I would say that to anybody, even no matter. Right? But there's some people around there that I was around that I liked and stuff. And I cared about, I feel. Or felt like they're good and everything. And it was, and people were helpful and everything, the people that I work with. The people that was good and everything, right? And everybody was good with whatever they was doing. The people that was good, they was good. Then the other person, like the second year I worked there, right, I trained some people a little bit, and those people seemed like they were good and everything, and they did whatever working's good, right? And everybody helped each other out and stuff. You know what I mean? And then I became the cashier at the school, and I seen pretty much all the students, pretty much. Because some of the other students might have brought their own lunch, maybe some. But pretty much most of the students there come through the line and everything. And I was able to do the cashiering. Most of the time, it was fine, me doing it and everything. And I was comfortable doing it, right? And I was quick with it and everything. I was never really yelled or whatever, but I was firm with those students. And I sounded firm a little. How I pretty much talk to all the students the same. Like in the same like tone, energy, really. Right, some of the kids I gave, the one little boy, like maybe $1, like 50 cents or enough money to get like a cupcake or chips or ice cream. And then I did that once. Then I did it twice. Because the one time I did it, then the boy said, "Oh, can I get ice cream?" That's what the one boy said. The boy said, "Oh, can I get ice cream? Oh, I want ice cream or something." Or that's how the boy was acting. Right? But that costs a little extra money, but that's sweet desserts and stuff, right? That's good. Everybody like ice cream and the cupcakes. But, right, I guess when children see some of them dessert foods, it's exciting. They want it for real. But I had gave that little boy money already. Then the other boy, when I wasn't the cashier, I gave the boy money. Right, then I might have did it again. Right, I said, "All right, here." I don't know. I don't have time to even think to argue up so much. How much I got to think about anybody. Then if I do think something, do I have to think something hateful? Right? I don't want to think that or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just too shocking. Right then, some of the kids, right, I was fast with them. I never was yelling. They make like with that, you kind of got to keep it moving because they still in school and everything. They still had to learn, but they had to have time to eat. But then it's kind of like a flow and everything. You got to keep it moving. Right, so I pretty much, they make like the student had to say their first and last name. Right, I did that when I first was doing the cashiering. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, pardon me. But then after that, I knew all the students pretty much. Right, and then like they knew I was fast and all that. That shit is not fake. Then somebody said, "Dang, oh wow, already or whatever." Somebody said that, or somebody said, "Wow." I said, "All right, have a nice day or enjoy your food." Right? And then if I had to get whatever, like, if they would get, right, but you had to handle the money, then the students, them kids, they give money and stuff. Then you have to count the money. Then you got to put it in you got to do all the stuff up a little, right? Because there was money there that was being handled and stuff. So the kids bring 75 cents, or maybe they bring however much money, like maybe $5 or $4, but it's all in coins and stuff. So you got to try and hurry up and count that, right? You got a whole line. You got to keep moving it. But then everybody, maybe kids is yelling and screaming and stuff and everything. So you just gotta, right, that shit ain't never made me so angry or whatever. Right, but just gotta try to hurry or keep moving. I never was like, oh God. Not serious, like for horrible or something. But I just try to move it. Then I say, oh, come on. Now, did I ever say that to a kid? No. But I say, gotta be quick, gotta be quick. And then sometimes I'd say, okay, come on, there's a line. I say, there's a line, gotta try to hurry. Now, did I ever say something like that exactly? I said something. I was never rude, horrible. I say, there's a line, gotta have to try to be fast. Because I have a line. There's sometimes I said, oh, there's a line. You're gonna have to hurry a little. Or I said, don't worry about it. Just pick whichever one. They's all good. Right then, there was times where I was talking to some of the kids for like 2 minutes and stuff. That shit ain't fake. I said, well, I've been talking to this kid for like 3 minutes or whatever. Gotta keep it moving. That shit ain't fake. I said, wow, one time I talked to one little girl maybe for like 2-3 minutes. And even if it wasn't exactly 2-3 minutes, it was a good chunk of time. I said, dang, I've been talking to a little girl for a few minutes. That shit ain't fake. Right, but some of them, I talk to them a little. Right? Then some of them, I know some of them had like money sometimes. Then some of them sometimes have money. Right, then some of them have like a good amount of money in their account or whatever. Then if they if they only have but so much money left, I said, make sure you put in more money, or make sure you ask your parent for more money. Wow, look at me, I was stuttering. I would say, oh, make sure you ask your parent for more money. You only have $1 left. If it was really more so the students that have a lot of money or have a full account, right? Then even the preschoolers, they's ready or whatever for they snack or whatever. So they just want their dessert. Right? But they know how to do all the stuff, go through the line and all of that. They got the flow. Right, but I was a cashier at a certain time and they knew I knew what to do. So I said, what do you want to get? I just talked to them firm. I was never mean. I said, oh, have a good day. Right, then sometimes the kids spill food and everything. Sometimes that has happened and stuff. Or somebody dropped a tray and stuff like that. Right, then the serving the food, I did that before I cashiered. That's pretty shocking if somebody do that. You know what I mean? Somebody could think, oh, maybe it's the cashiering. Well, the cashiering is shocking. That ain't fake. That's just not fake. But some people act like, I don't know what people's attitudes is towards kids or whatever. But if I work somewhere, I just want to make sure I'm able to do whatever work that I have to do and I'm able to do it. I don't want to feel like horrible or something or feel extremely stressed out. That wouldn't be good. Or to feel like, oh God, or something. Right? But that cashiering is extremely shocking. Right? Then some of the kids, you might have to take the tray away from them if it say like, oh, no cheese. Or the parents might say, oh, they just want them to be restricted. They just don't want them to have any cheese, like cheese. Like any pizza food, or like they don't want them to have maybe something specific or something. And that might pop up on the screen. Then if the kid have whatever food that show, maybe they parent or whoever don't want them to have that specific food or whatever. That shit happened on the last day I worked at the school. I'd take the one girl food away. And I showed the girl, I said, oh, say here you can't, your parents don't want you to have this or whatever right now or something. Or they have set like for you to not, they don't want you to have whatever or something. Or for set diet or whatever, I don't know. So I told the little girl that, and I said, don't worry. What else do you want? There's this and that. I said, it's all right. I said, you make sure you try to talk to your parents about it. Right? So I look at the kid, I don't yell or whatever, but I just, because it's got to keep moving. Right? But I don't get angry about it. I didn't get angry. I said, make sure you try to talk to your parent about it. Right then, I have with other kids. I said, oh, your parents had that. You can only have this or that. If anything, just talk to your parent. Ask them about it. I don't know. I can't help but somebody put on a computer or whatever. Or think if somebody go insane about the junk at the school or whatever, about the stuff or whatever or not. But anyway, then also like the serving the food and all of that. It's shocking. Right, and I did that. That shit ain't funny. What about the cooking? I hadn't done that really. Then the baking, that shit ain't funny either. Then that fruit stuff, that's the first position I did. I still don't know how to do it. What the hell? You can forget about it. Oh, excuse me. Right, I told the one hoe, I said, oh, I don't remember even how to do it. Sorry about it. I don't even know if I could help. No, I'm just kidding. I never said, oh, I don't know if I could help. But with that, it's just a little shocking. This shit is ridiculous a little. That shit ain't fake. And then even if it ain't ridiculous, if it's horrible things going on or things around, the shit is gonna be horrible or whatever. What the hell? So yeah. But the cashiering was simple and easy and stuff. You just get, that's why I'm saying like working at the schools can be simple and stuff. That's one of them jobs somebody said, oh, they work 30 years and they retire. Right, like somebody work at the post office, they act like that's a job somebody have and it's good and all that. They work there 20 years, it's supposed to be simple. And that's it. But maybe it's not even like stressful. But somebody might still be working. And even if anything, somebody could maybe handle whatever situations, if anything, might will come up or something or whatever might ever go on. It's something like that with the school stuff. We're working with the food and everything. Right, but the people that was good that I work with, they work good and stuff and they was helpful. And I can't think hateful so much or whatever, but I done said a lot of stuff and stuff. Cause some of the stuff seemed not good or whatever. And some of them kid things at the school was not regular. Some of them seemed not good either. So the shit ain't for me to guess up so much maybe. Right, but the cashiering wasn't bad. Then the one lady I worked with was supposed to be the baker. That I think the lady liked doing the baking and everything. But that's the person I said, you know, don't think the stress or whatever about any being back at the really working or something, because that person was having like things they was going on, different things was going on within their life and everything. So I just told them, don't even think to like worry about the work stuff there, right? But I don't think that person hated being there. Did I hate being there? I don't think I had hateful energy. I really don't. I don't think my energy is hateful. And then even if like I'm even still now, even if somebody were to do an energy reading test or something, or energy test or something, my energy would probably show that I'm not hateful now. Like to think hateful. Because that type of work job is real. Then I also said like maybe there's a reason I was in the schools. Now I still think that could be, but at the same time some of the stuff was just not even good, and I don't want to think to guess up how people act or whatever so much. Right then it's just like I don't know. So but that job or whatever, that cashiering, any bitch could do that. Any man could do it. But it's just you gotta get it. You can't yell or whatever at no kids and stuff, like somebody get killed. And then the kids can sense somebody's energy and stuff. Then that bitch was supposed to have been tougher about one little kid. The person that's supposed to have been the manager, they act like they like the one little kid. Then they just rude horrible to the kid. The one little girl I think had 2 oranges. It was either 2 oranges or the little girl had 2 applesauces. Then the bitch just slam whatever the fuck on the little girl tray or whatever. Or snatch something off the girl tray. Horrible. Shit ain't funny. The thing ain't good. And then then the little girl just looked right at me. It's just that, whatever that manager person, they's not gonna be living. And that's just a fact. Right? But somebody could drive wherever truck thing and think they's tougher or whatever. So that bitch wouldn't think nothing of what I say, 'cause I don't drive no truck. But the thing is an awful thing, regardless, and that's just not fake. The person is a horrible thing. It's just not fake. Look how shocking I look now. Right, but I did the cashiering. That was simple and everything. It was. We gotta try to get it a little, and you gotta like you have to. Your energy kind of does have to be sharp a little, honestly. Yeah, that's just how my energy is. If I am working, it's just true. That's why somebody could get upset. Horrible. Then somebody get upset. Regardless, somebody go insane. But right then, the serving the food is not bad. But somebody gotta try to keep it moving. Right, but somebody wouldn't. It's just not good to think they want to work somewhere, or to think if somebody did work somewhere, nobody would want to feel like, oh God, or whatever, not feel good or some shit. That ain't good. Or feel like stressed out, horrible or some shit. That ain't good. Right, and then even the person that do the baking, that's somebody gotta keep it moving. That's why I say like that working with the food and stuff at the schools, that's really industrial work, and that shit ain't fake. That shit is industrial. Right, but that type of working can seem like simple, though, also because the work can be simple. And that's true. But then things can maybe be going on or something, maybe people's attitudes or the students, and it can get loud maybe. And then, or like, even if it's just the students, even if it's not to say anything about like the sound, the students is at the school and the energy is there. So the energy is felt, and right. So right then the person is supposed to do breakfast, right? Even if they say, oh, what about this? Oh, they got to do this. And the person do it. Everybody do it. Sometimes things just got to move it a little. And sometimes you got to get it. It's industrial work. That's not fake. Really, that work is industrial. I said that to somebody else when I was working. I said it's industrial work. Then they have wherever union people. That's for industrial work. If they have a union, they make like that's for people that work like industrial working, like even at least a little. Or somebody could think, oh yeah, that something like that wherever union could come about for like industrial workers. Ever. Or some type of industrial workers, or people as industrial working, or industrial workers. But that's industrial work. Right then you gotta like keep the food all together or whatever. No matter like how the food might be, then you know what I mean. And each day you never know what might happen. Some of the days like is like maybe like easier going with the workflow, energy, pace, feeling. Then maybe some days it's like boom, 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 boom. Gotta move, boom, 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 boom. But that's what's happening. So it might not be like just shocking, but the energy can still be shocking, but it's everything is going still. Right? So then was there some days with the cashiering was shocking a little, because maybe like energy levels. You know what I mean? Or the energy levels maybe. But yeah. So I don't know. Then wherever people monitor, I did good or whatever. I know what I'm doing there and stuff. I gotta do stuff my Flowway. Right, but the cashiering was simple. Then I trained somebody to do that. And I said, make sure you say, I was trying to tell somebody something. Or just be helpful or give a mindful tip or at least information. Right, but the work is simple and stuff realistically. Right, but maybe the work is kind of keep it moving sometimes. But not to think the stress horrible. Not so horrible. Not horrible. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, pardon me. Right, and then with that work, somebody like working in the kitchens at the school, somebody could like get upset horrible if somebody don't like move at the same speed that they might would move in or something. Or if somebody don't like do something exactly how somebody else might would do something. Right? Like so like when I first was working, I did like all the fruit stuff in that area or that labeling saying, but working with the fruit and stuff and then any other like taskings. Right, but right, so then I had to prepare like the peanut butter and jellies and stuff. Cause that's a part of like the food line. Somebody get for the food. But right, if somebody work in my position area, then I would do that. Right, for like the fruit position and everything. All the fruit. Right, like the fruit and the veggies and the peanut butter jellies and stuff, and so you just and the juices and everything. Right, but right, so I would just put the peanut butter jellies up how I did them. Then the bitch would get upset. The one bitch that I said is awful as fuck. I hope they get that. I hope the bitch get in a horrible ass car accident or whatever. That bitch would get upset horrible or whatever if I put the peanut butter jellies a different way. Then the bitch would say, "Oh, who put the fucking peanut butter and jelly like that? Oh, who put the thing? Who put whatever fucking peanut butter jelly? Oh, whatever the fuck." Then the bitch step on my foot, and then the bitch step on my foot, stay on my foot for 3 seconds. I hope that bitch get hurt badly. I mean, hurt bad. I hope for horrible for the thingy. Then if somebody don't care about whatever kid thinks, all the bitch thing would do is just go insane horrible. Then want somebody to hang out with the bitch kid things. That ain't fake. Now, if that shit don't make sense, hopefully it don't. Cause the bitch thing is awful. It don't have to make sense. What the hell? Right, but some people with the kitchen stuff could get upset if somebody don't do exactly how they might would do. Then they get upset horrible or whatever. But now things is probably gonna be different. And people still gonna be upset, but this shit's just gonna be horror. I don't know. Then whatever bitch manager thing got whatever things or whatever, this shit's awful. It's just gonna be horrible. But now what it is, if people's in their own energy and stuff, now people could report people to the union and say, oh, they's not talking or whatever. Look at my earring. Look how different. Forget about it. This stuff gonna be horror and everything. But I just think if it's anything negative, people, what's one of the most hardest things that could go on in the kitchen? Anything that could be labeled horror ever to happen there. Now look at my lip. Look what's going on. Look. But now look. So because my lip is looking like that right now, I'm gonna do like try to get this angle. But what was I about to say? Right, but then they had like the mental health meetings and all of that. Right, the mental health, become a mental health first aid responder. So things is gonna be bad. That's just the bottom line. But at the same time, this is just gonna be true. But it ain't to think somebody ain't gonna be blessed or feel that they's blessed and feel abundant. But things might be shocking and everything. Ooh, it's kind of cold in here. Like, I'm not even kidding. Ooh. Like, I did have the door cracked. But now I closed the door. But it's kind of cool out. So, like, I didn't want to make this video and think to be upset or anything. So, I'm going to pray to God. I'm going to pray out loud. So, let me pray. I pray to Jehovah God. I praying to you now. Just please continue to help me, God. Please, Jehovah. Please just continue to guide my heart and guide my life, Jehovah God. Maybe it's a lot of energy and emotions and feelings that I have inside, and maybe I'm expressing them now, Jehovah God, and maybe that's fine for me to do, and that's okay. But Jehovah God, just please continue to protect my heart and protect my mind, and continue uh, to just guide me, Jehovah. I don't want to feel like I'm complaining horrible or think that I'm being negative. I don't want to think to look at anybody hateful or feel like if I think about different things or anything to think that I have to think negative or like complain or anything. So please, Jehovah God, please, I follow you. I know I do. But I feel scared sometimes or nervous because I know I've said things for shocking. And maybe whether I've been upset or maybe I've been emotional or whether it's just how I felt. But I know I'm caring. I know I'm loving. And I know I do think for good. And I know I do have a good heart. So please, Jehovah God, just see my life and continue to just guide me. And I want to be good for you, Jehovah. So please just continue to care for me, Jehovah, and show me your love and care, and I just want to be good for you. And I please just continue to direct me in my energy for me to feel well, I want to follow you, Jehovah. So I pray to you, God, please just continue to bless my life and just keep me safe. But I follow you, God. So whatever you want me to say or feel, please just continue to shield me and protect me and guide me and show me love and compassion. Please, Jehovah. Thank you for everything I have had. I know I feel grateful. I know I maybe have said things shocking. So please just forgive me if that is true for me to say that. But thank you, God, for the things I have had in my life. And Jehovah God, if you have been giving me insight somehow, maybe I want to feel grateful for that. Please just continue to bless me, God. Thank you, God, for the food. Thank you, God, for the clothes I have. I feel that I do feel grateful for everything that I have had and the things I do have. Please, Jehovah God, continue to bless me and keep me safe. I follow you, Jehovah. Please continue to keep me safe. And please bless the world and make the world to be so good, because I know the world is good. I feel the world is good. But please, Jehovah God, show the world that you exist. I do believe you exist, but maybe I just feel scared. So please just continue to cover me, Jehovah. Thank you, God. Amen. Right, but all the cell phone videos, I ain't never really done so much of the cell phone videos, really. So to me, it's kind of like insane and stuff, or insane a little, or like more so like if I feel like I'm making this video and I know I'm gonna put it on the YouTube, I think it bring out an insane energy come out. Cause even still, I think I done said, oh, I feel like insane and everything, making some of the videos sometimes. Like I feel that now. But I still think one of the most horriblest things, and somebody could still think, maybe is it true or not? Cause maybe it seems so horrible. Somebody could just say, "Oh, it would just be horrible." It wouldn't even be some to be. If it was just only be like horror or something, is if it was complete racism to go on for horror, for whatever race group that ain't finna be good, and they wouldn't be a color at all. But those people, they's not gonna like black people. They's not gonna like white people. They not gonna like Spanish people. They not gonna like any people that's Asian, or if anybody's like Middle Eastern, or maybe from like Saudi Arabia or Turkey, or one of them, or the Yemen country, or Dubai, or right. Somebody say maybe those people supposed to be like maybe like Middle Eastern, like right, or where right, or have the type of energy that they have. Whatever racism people, they not even gonna like anybody. They not gonna like anybody. But what it is, one of the most hardest things is the racism. And that's just not funny. Then somebody think, oh, it's just horror. Like it's just more so horror. That's why the racism ain't funny or whatever if it were to go on. Because whatever race group that is labeled for not good or whatever, and would get done up for like the worldwide racism and stuff, that shit wouldn't be good. And to think everybody in the whole world don't like the one race group and they get done up horrible by everybody, by all the other race groups that exist. But for horrible, and then it's just not good. Something like that wouldn't be good. I don't even know if that shit even makes sense. Could it just be just horrible. Ooh, like I'm kind of cold and everything. I might have to put the heat on right now because like my legs are really cold. Right, but some of the stuff ain't gonna be good. I think it's some gonna go on soon still. You know, and I don't know how long I should talk about this. Then even if I don't, things are still gonna go on. And I just think that's not fake. Right, but I'm on my fucking period and stuff. And it's just, I feel like, oh, ooh, it's just so cold in here. Like I'm pretty freezing. I might have to put on a robe. Let me get a long shot. Look, I'm walking. I'm on my fucking period. And I don't fucking feel good. And I'm cold right now. And I just don't feel well. When I'm on my period, I feel like, oh God, or whatever. And I just keep saying, oh God, I'm on my period, and everything. Sometimes, but I have done that. And it's just like, oh God. Ooh, like more so I'm gonna put this robe on my legs. Ooh, I'm just cold, really. Maybe it's colder over there. Now, is it so freezing? Oh my God. Now, this shit might seem like I'm being dramatic, but I'm cold a little. Like my body's shaking. But I don't know, like, right, but I don't know what to do. But ooh, like my stomach and everything, like I'm on my fucking period and everything. I feel like, oh God. Oh, excuse me. Right, but what if I flip the camera? That'd be scary. It'd scare me. I'm scared. Right. Oh, look at the dog. The dog got a pink sweater on. That dog has had that sweater since the dog's been... Oh, I'm not going to zoom in, but... That dog has had that sweater since she's a little puppy. Like 2 months old. When we first got the dog, that's one of the first sweaters ever. But when the dog was first had... Or when I first really had the dog, like the first few weeks, the dog was around. But I had the dog been alive since 2008. What year is it now? 2026. Right, the dog's been living since 2008. That's quite a long time. Right, so the dog, like, I didn't grow up in this house that I'm in now. I grew up probably like about 5 minutes away from here, maybe 6-7 minutes away. Probably like 5 minutes, maybe 7. Realistically, down the street and then turn down to one street, then make one other turn, then turn in the cul-de-sac, and that's where I live at. Or where I grew up at. Where I grew up on 811 Dutch Court. I remember writing that down. If I had to ever write the address down. But when I was younger, like smaller. I said 811 Dutch Court. Right now the address here is 519 J.A. Bombardier. Wow. Look, 811 Dutch Court. Now I'm at 519 J.A. Bombardier Boulevard. Right now I'm at 519. I just say 519 J.A. Bombardier Boulevard. But I've said 519 J.A. Bombardier Boulevard. Then I gotta spell out the word Bombardier. Then some people don't know how to say it. Then that's just how I say the word Bombardier. Now if it's another way to say the word, somebody would just have to say, but I would still just say Bombardier. But one time I heard somebody say Bombardier. So, ooh. But they said the J.A. is supposed to have been whoever's initials that founded the city of Palm Bay. What the hell? Now that's what somebody said. Right, but this road is just scary. But you know this road lead out to the St. John? No, but one time I found out that this road lead to the St. John Young's Parkway. But this is what it is like around here. So this is let me go outside. It's very cold. Ooh, give me a second. Hopefully the video stay on. So it says it's been an hour and 20 minutes. So, but the one other video is quite a good amount of time. So hopefully I can still continue to talk. Look at my shoes now. So I got these shoes maybe the end of 2024. Now I had to have the car. I did have a car. Excuse me. Pardon me, I ain't never really burped so much ever. And this happens so much every time I make all these videos. But these shoes I might have had since 2024. Maybe. I don't think I got these shoes in the 2025. And even if I did, I would say I got it maybe towards the end of the 2024. Or maybe like November 2024. I barely had enough money, I think. Could the school year might have just been starting? No, I don't remember. Or that might not be true either. Or I was trying to save money. I don't remember. But I had a nice pair of white Converse. The Converse that I had before I had these was all white. Even the All-Star was all white. So, but those was good. But like those shoes, like they was good. And like they was clean and everything. But then like I just started wearing them out. Like as like just if I go out wherever, I'm gonna put them on. But it's like slippers really. Then they kind of got dirty. Then like I just was like seeing the shoes was kind of like making me go in crazy a little, because like then they weren't as looking as white, right? But I still like those shoes, and I still care about them shoes still. But seeing the shoes was making me go insane a little bit. So I said, I got it. I said the shoes has been good, but that's it. Right, then I had a nice ass pair. Then I used to wear a lot of Van shoes. I still have Vans. I still do have some Vans, but I got rid of a lot of shoes I had. I did have a good amount of shoes, even still. And I don't even know, even if the amount of shoes I have is just a couple. But the amount I might have had before was probably a good amount, a little bit more. It was probably like the amount I have now times one more plus a little bit more. So that's a good amount for me. Because most of my clothes I wear, like, look how I look. Most of my clothes, like, I always like look like a certain way a little. Even if, no matter like what colors I got on. Ooh, excuse me. But the room, like, I'm gonna show it and everything. Like those clothes was washed and everything. Ooh, excuse me. Wow. Ooh, excuse me, but I haven't put them up. Right, but now I stay more so in the front room. Look, can you see the shoes? Look, look. Ooh, God. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to zoom out. I'm gonna just get close. Right, like these is the Vans, but these is from Shoe Carnival. But these is like fat looking though. So, but they say they's Vans, so they gotta be. But they's like heavy as fuck. So, but some of the shoes they make like they do them a certain way or whatever. But these are like heavy or whatever. But these Vans is from the Journey store. See, these is the denim. Ain't these good? Right, you see I had the crutches for when my foot was hurt. My foot was all swollen, but it was hurting. But I still keep them in case of emergency. But look at the shoes. They's good. And I've been had these shoes for a few years. Look at that tissue. I just threw it over there. It's alright. Right, but these shoes is good. I don't wear them too often. But I have worn them. They's very good. Then I got these online years ago. These is really good. I think I ordered these on computer. Let me like look how they look here. Or like now let me look. Gosh. Look, I'm showing them how I'm showing them. So somebody just gotta look. So somebody see them. Right, but these shoes is good. Right, but I got these online. On the Converse website. Now look how they look. It's so bright. Like the sun is like bright. You see how bright? Look how good. So these is good. I ain't never really seen these too much. Then even look. It says seek peace. Right, this says seek. Then the other shoes say peace. So these is really good. Right, these shoes is good. Like, look. I don't wear these too often. But I will always keep these shoes. Well, but these shoes is good. Right, these shoes is good. I'm just showing them like somebody see. So just look if somebody's looking. Look, what's on the shoe? What done happened? Look. So, but these shoes is good. Right, these shoes is good. Then I had these yellow Vans that I got years ago. I got these in 2020. So I've been had these for 6 years. You think it feel like that? But I had these in 2020. These is very good. Look how good. Look, but I've worn these a few times. But look how good. But now that my foot is hurt, like this foot is the foot that's hurt still. But now my foot has felt a little better. But my foot, like, I could still wear these, but Like, these is very good shoes. I can still wear these, but my foot might hurt a little. Then I just think, well, if it rip up, I got the crutches because my foot can hurt. Like it's gonna rip. That ain't funny. Look, there go the other yellow one. Then these shoes, they got a hole in them. But I was wearing these. I walked all around this whole area. I was walking all over and everything in these shoes. But these shoes, I was really walking in them. And then I walk all around in the house. Now the shoes is worn down. But I mean, I done worn these shoes. So, but these is still good, I think. And I got these from Target. I don't even know where the other one is. Oh, there it go right there. See, that one don't have a hole in it. But, oh wait, look. So you see, but these shoes weren't extremely expensive. Right, so sometimes somebody say, oh, well, the shoe, this and that. But this shoe's still good, but I wore these shoes for real. But now what it is, like, they's flat and stuff. Then, like, they's just still good. I still like them shoes. I love the shoes. They's good. Then these is my other Vans I got. I didn't even know when I got these. I just said, I'll just get these. Because they's black. See, but you see it's got a little hole. I still will wear them. I haven't worn these in a while. But these is good. They's nice and tight and everything. But I've been had these for a few years. Then I had those Skechers shoes. They's really good. These is like my work shoes and everything. You see? But these shoes are still good. Then like these shoes, they don't fit me good. Or they's kind of tight. But I still have them. But I don't really ever wear them ever. Then these is whatever shoes. I think I got these from the Shoe Carnival. Somewhere. But I think I had these since I was 16. So I don't know when I got these. Truly, I don't know. But these shoes, I'm trying to show them. Ooh, I'm getting a little hot. Ooh, I can't breathe low-key. But I'm trying to show the shoe good. Right, but these shoes is good. These are supposed to be like maybe like a boot shoe. Look what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to show like the black show. Just the lighting. Right, but these shoes are still good. Look, I'm showing the shoe all upside down. Let's just somebody see the shoe, they see it. Don't worry about it. Then look at that. Look at this jacket. This Navajo jacket, maybe. Right, I got that from the one store I got it from. Then this jacket I've had since I was like 16 years old. The red string, it was a red string. It come out. And then I said, oh, hell no, where is it at? So actually, I don't know what happened. Or I said, oh well, or something. But I've had this jacket since I was 16. I got it from the Florida Mall. The Florida Mall. But this is a good sweater. It's kind of tight a little. Then got a little plump. Right, this, my parent got me from the mall, from Dillard's. This is a good sweater. It's very good. Really warm. Then this is London Fog sweater. I've had this, I got this one in 2015. Right, this jacket is from 2015. This is vintage. This is from 2015. This jacket is from 2015. London Fog. It's very good. My grandmother got it for me from Kohl's. I think my grandmother got that jacket. Then this jacket I might have got when I turned 18. This had to have been the sweater. This is one of my favorite sweaters. I love this sweater. I love it. This is one of my favorite sweaters. Like, ooh, like, now what do it look like? But this jacket is one of my favorites. Then this sweater I got from a good store. The Ross store. Ooh, but look, you can't even see how bright the green is. It's pretty bright, the green. But it's hard to tell maybe right now. But the green is good. Do it pop out so much? It does. But it might not be able to be noticed. Like, it might look a little pale. but it's too, like, it's not showing how green it is, but it's a little bit brighter of a green, but still, ooh, excuse me, like, ooh, pardon me, like a lime citrusy green. But in this lighting, how it look on the phone, it might not show that. Then this jacket I got from the Academy store when I worked there. This rain jacket is Columbia rain jacket. It's very good. It's a little tight. I can't breathe and I done gain weight. Then this flannel I got when I was in Virginia in 2015. So this is vintage, 2015. But I've had this since I was 16. I got that in Virginia. Then I decided to just get this sweater. I just did. Some of my jackets is gone. Right then, this is a soccer jersey I got from where I worked at. Right, somebody go insane if I were to wear this. Somebody might would go insane, but maybe not. Right, so a lot of the clothes I done had is gone. Look, I done forgot about this sweater. That is one of the first things sweaters I got off Shein, that Shein website. Then this is one of my favorite jackets. A lot of the sweaters I had is gone. This is from 2015. From the Orlando Mall. Or excuse me, from the Florida Mall in Orlando. I got this when I was 16. I remember during the Christmas time. Then it was back for the winter break. I had this jacket. I had nice ass clothes. I said, damn, that shit ain't fake. Then my mom had a pink credit card and all that. And I still have all the underwear. All the pink underwear. You think I should show it? Right, this is Victoria's Secret. Right, this say pink. Pink. The Victoria's Secret. You see? Pink. Right, this is Victoria's Secret. Pink. Well, I've had these for years. Right, these is Victoria's Secret. But I've had these for a long time. Right, also that's Victoria's Secret also. Right, then I have my little very cute elephant. Right, I'll show the elephant. Very cute elephant. Look at the elephant's name. You see how good? Right, so you see how very good the elephant is. You see? And then this is Sizzle. Sizzle? Look how good. Ooh, wait. It's okay. Let me just move everything over a little. Ooh, excuse me. Look, there goes Sizzle. Look how good. But this is Sizzle. I'll open up. Ooh. Here. Look. Sizzle. So Sizzle's been alive for a long time. Right, so Sizzle's very good. Aww. Right then, this is my grandmother's bear. Right, but this bear is very good, and he's got a nice sweater. Right? So he's very good. Then this is a cute stuffed bear. This bear's been for a long time. Then I don't know if this bear is good or not. But I think maybe. But maybe the dog just looks scary. So I don't know. Then look, that's the dog. But don't the dog look scary? That was when the dog was 1 year old. And then that dog had that duck. that dog used to sling that duck and everything. The dog used to go crazy and sling toys. That was years ago. But that duck had that, I don't know if that's it right there. Oh my god, look, I'm trying to show, like right there, but I don't know if that's it. Wherever, like knot, like a big ass knot. Then the dog would sling the toy, and if it hit your ankle, forget about it. But the dog used to, but now the dogs then got older, and the dog just don't run around like how the dog used to when the dog was younger. So the dog don't chase me around, and the dog might not run around the house every single day. And the dog don't really like play with her toys as much, but the dog is still comfortable and very cute. And I know the dog feels good. When I hold the dog is comfy, and the dog look at me. The dog look for food. The dog look for snacks. The dog eat the snacks the dog get. Right, I talk to the dog. Right, the dog still know everything. Right, but the dog used to chase me and everything. I used to have to run. I would throw the dog toy. This was really the house I grew up in, but that happened also here. So that was, but more so a few years ago, when the dog was a little bit younger. Well, the dog still is young, but I used to throw the toy and run. Then that dog would run and try to get me. The dog run fast. That dog run fast. Then I used to say, look. And the dog look. I said, Coco, get it. Get it. I said, Coco, look. And the dog would look. I used to say, oh. And the dog would look. I used to be like, oh. And then the dog would start looking around. Then if I say, look. Right, but now if I say that, the dog ain't really gonna look. But the dog used to look instantly. If I say, oh, the dog would go, the dog would look. Then one time I said, Coco, don't bark or whatever. Because when we was moving out the other house, a lot of stuff was going on and everything. And then, because sometimes the dog would bark, but then the dog would cry and stuff a little. How the dog bark, and then sometimes the dog cry. Or sound like dog is like whining and stuff. But the dog's very smart. But then there's times I said, Coco, shh. Or I'd be like, and the dog wouldn't even make any sounds, because sometimes the dog would make like whining sounds. Right, then if people would be over, then I'd have to hold the dog, because the dog would jump on people. But the dog is not mean or anything, but the dog jumped. But let me go out here before it might rain. Now you see how dark it done got. But I don't know if it's gonna rain. It's pretty cold. Now I'll try to show outside. But let me like, oh wait, actually let me show that one green sweater with this light. I forget I had like this flashlight and stuff. Now you see, hopefully maybe it'll show. It still low-key ain't showing it, but maybe a little bit more. So somebody can see like over there, maybe it show. But that sweater is still good. But that sweater is tight. What size is it? Guy says, should I get the medium or large? Or should I get the small or medium? I think it's a small. No, it's a fucking medium. So the medium is tight. No, this is a small. Let me see, is it a small? I think so. Let me look. Does that say small? Right, but I said, oh, should I get a small or medium? So I guess it's small. But so it's fitting. I can't breathe. No, but the sweater is good. But I made the decision to get the small. There was a medium. So look at the front door open. That is paint. That's paint. So I ain't never showed the front yard. Maybe I did. I don't know. Look how scary it is. I don't know what the hell's gonna go on. Oh, hell no. Right, the car is really good. Right, so I feel like insane energy right now. Like, things are scary. Look. Right, so like all around here, Look around here. Oh, and that one police video is in the front car or whatever. Or in the front of the house with all those police cars. But that shit was just horrible or whatever. So I don't know what the hell's going on. Right, but I've showed the front of the house, I think, when I went on a walk or whatever. But maybe like not how I'm showing it right now. But it's very cold out here. Now it's extremely cold. It's just pretty cold. I just have on a short sleeve shirt and a sweater. So, but you know, like look at that. This is what I'm talking about. You see that? You see that big ass you see how that is? I don't know if somebody could see the ground. But this all, you gotta watch out and everything. This stuff ain't regular around here. Look at that. Look at that. I gotta hold on. I'm gonna fall. Then around here, like look how I have to fucking walk or whatever. If I try to walk like straight, the shit ain't gonna do or whatever. Cause like the shit is not good. Like you gotta fucking be careful or else you're gonna fucking fall or whatever. It's like doing whatever fucking rock climbing stuff or something. Unless I get all the way down here. But like this stuff is like, it's tilted. It might not seem like that, but I have to walk like further, get further down. Or if I'm up here, then I have to walk to this, from the side. That's just what I have to do. If somebody else not to do it, then it ain't for me to guess it. Look at that person. They probably don't even live out of here. Well, a lot of people haven't been driving around here and they ain't even from out of here. But you see, like, it's a little scary. You think it look fun? But sometimes the energy is scary, I think, sometimes out. Like right now, today's a little bit scary. Just a little bit. Right, these plants done dried up and everything. Because I guess, like, for the season and everything, or like the winter time. But usually those are full. But now look. So you see like the palm trees and everything. See the fence, like this fence was the second fence that was for this house. The first fence, there was already a fence and everything. But then there was a hurricane in like 2018. And then the fence, a part of the fence was down over like on this side. So we just had to get a new fence. But that was like when, like 2018. So that's been a good amount of years and everything. But you see, like I have to be careful walking right now. This shit ain't fake. Cause like my foot is fucking like going like that or whatever. Like the ground is like that. So I gotta fucking do like this or whatever. Like hold on. Look, it's just true. Like it's not fake. Like the ground is like landmine or whatever, or like some type of fucking rock climbing stuff. I don't know. But I gotta watch out. It could be snakes. Right, like I'm right by the bushes and stuff. Right, but out here before they built them two houses and stuff, it was just scary. But it's still scary out here. Right, but you see that house over there ain't regular. Right now they make like Spanish people live there, but now they got whatever thing there. I don't know. Or I done thought, oh, person ain't good. But you see, like, I think out here seems shocking. You see the fucking difference? Ain't no way somebody don't see the fucking energy fucking feeling out here. Right, I don't look at people or whatever. I don't know who people are. I don't have time. Oh, hell no. Look at the house. Look how good. First, so you see the house looks small. Ain't no, it's just really the tree over there. The tree. But you see there's the horrible ass people things. So I don't even like to like show, look at them or whatever. Or look over there. It's very cold. Let's just hold a little. But they used to have a whole bunch of people like driving out here in whatever cars and stuff. They don't even live out here. It's just not fake. I don't know how much time I have on the fucking phone. You might go on a walk. Oof. if I were to go on a walk, I had to fucking put on a tampon and stuff. But then if I put on a tampon, the shit might would give me like that tampon poison. It fucking can make my fucking stomach start hurting. That shit ain't funny. Tampon poison? Then all the vapes I got, they's all done. So you can forget about it. All them fucking vapes. I had some of them vapes last night. I tried to have just some more. I couldn't even fucking breathe. I said, wow. Then like I was sitting on the bed and everything, I couldn't breathe. Dude, the vapes, if I smoke marijuana, that shit don't happen. But before, when I had it, like in like June and everything, in like the summer of like last year, like to 2025, I wasn't feeling good and stuff. And I went to the doctor, but I already wasn't feeling good a little. But I was already smoking marijuana, but I had been not feeling good. Then like I was like, when I would had a marijuana, there was a few times like I couldn't even finish the blunt. My hand, like I was just not feeling good. I don't know. Then I felt like I had a heart attack. Right, and then they say the heart attack is some type of impending doom, and that shit is not funny. Any of the other times I didn't had the marijuana, like the gummies, I ain't had that. So I might have had a heart attack. That shit ain't fake. Then I looked up heart attack, and then that should say the impending doom. That shit ain't fake. I might have had one of them things, a heart attack or something. But especially maybe that one time. And that's actually not fake. But I don't know either way. Whatever type of shock and energy I felt wasn't funny. It just wasn't funny. You know what? I just not feeling good. I'm on my fucking period. I just feel like, oof. But now, like, you know what? Like, I might not go on a walk. I feel too tired. You know, like, I'm probably going to try to put on a tampon. So somebody going to have to wait about 2-3 minutes right now. And I'm probably going to try to go to the bathroom. So it's going to be like 4 or 5 minute break. This video is longer. It could take a day and a half for us to upload on a computer, or 3 or 4 days. This video might not make it on the YouTube. It might not. But somebody still see the video. But honestly, I'm going to try to put on a tampon and go to the bathroom and put on a tampon. But I ain't going to stop the video, but I'm going to leave the phone in here. But I'm going to switch this into black. No, that shit's too scary. Oh, hell no. No, I'm going to put the screen to black. Then flip it back. Right, but what it is, the energy outside is extremely shocking. It's some type of like shocking ass like pressure energy. So like it kind of ain't relaxing. But it's not to think the energy isn't good, but it's like a pressure blast out there. It's just true. Some type of like pressure blast. Oh, excuse me. But let me get maybe more light in here. I'm not sure like what else to talk about, but I'm just gonna stay on the phone. But if I do go back in the front, I don't know, like to me it's just extremely shocking. It's scary to me. So I gotta think to make a decision. Do I really want to do that? That's not fake. So it's just a decision. So I'll just do it for like, oh, and a nose pillow. Oh, look, I still do have. So, oh, somebody got rid of my pants I had. These right there, the Grinch pants. Then that pillow is good. Those two pillows I got from the Five Below. Five Below had good stuff. Probably had good stuff there, but they do. Cause I got some nice shorts from there. So the Five Below's still good. Right, I just got all them shirts from the Five Below. But sometimes the Five Below be scary, maybe. I don't know. Alright, so this jacket, thankfully I have this jacket. Because sometimes the air is cold a little. Like, to be honest. Look at that Roku. Ooh, look, I still had a flash on. Look at the TV with the flash. Shocking. You think this is illegal? They're gonna say I'm doing showing the fucking TV or whatever. What the hell? Ooh, look, I'm trying to put a glove on. Look, I'm trying to get my hand in the glove. Get that glove. Get that glove. Look how scary. That is not funny. Oh my God. Now look at my hand. It's hot in here a little. I gotta hurry. What the hell's going on with this Roku stuff? Look at that. Roku. So look, see now they act like they're gonna bring back cable. Then they showing AT&T. Ain't the stuff just the Spectrum stuff? What the hell gonna go on? You see that? So now what else do the Roku show? So they show a train station. They show a scary area. Look at a scary house. Right, they show a factory maybe. Look at that. That ain't good. What about there? Look. Look at somebody right there. I usually don't ever look this close to the Roku stuff. I'm looking now. So I look at it, but look, it's a shark. What about that? They done changed it more. What the hell gonna go on? Look what done happened. What the hell is that? So you see something is not gonna be good. What about that? So they done took like, I don't know what they would do or what they's doing. What the hell? Look, I just want to show the proof I live in Palm Bay. But I know I'm in Palm Bay. The proof is just that I said it. But look, it show on the TV. Uh-oh, hell no. You think that shit is good? That's bad. Earlier it had Palm Bay, Florida. That shit ain't funny. Then it's not good. Now look what it say. Then I said something is gonna go on or whatever, something might happen. But earlier it said Palm Bay. That shit is not fake. And even the other day it said, well, you can forget about it. Forget it. So if I go out here, it's very shocking. It's pressure blast, so I'm gonna try not to think that seem upset or whatever. I'm gonna just try to go out here. See, but the energy is very shocking out here. It is just not fake. It's very good. Now look how I'm looking. So you see the shocking ass happenings maybe, or energy feeling seems. You got that, girl? Look how shocking it is out here. Can you believe it? You think people's gonna exist? Somebody might would know me. You think I should go on a walk or not? Might as well. I'll just go around the corner or whatever. But I prefer to bring my keys and stuff. I gotta go all the way back in the room. What do you think happens if I leave my phone out here? That's what I'm gonna do. I'll be right back. I just prefer to lock the door. But when I used to go on walks, like when I was walking in those like boat shoes, those like comfy shoes that I got from Target, I was not locking the door. But like there was no other houses around really. And the stuff wasn't like, I mean, I just do it like, it just depends on how I feel. But one time I came home and the door was open. But I think I had the dog with me. Or the dog was in the house. But that door or whatever, I don't know. The house is kind of scary maybe. Street. So you see like the street, and then like if you keep going, you see how it just keep going, then it turn into the woods. Then you keep going and you go around whatever corner, what's gonna be around there. I don't know what the hell's gonna go on, but the stuff, I don't know, like I ain't never really act like, oh, don't go over this area or that area. Well, I never really have thought to think that I've ever said something like that, or like I got an attitude about stuff like that to say that, but some it just seems scary out there. And then when it was like, when it was like December 17th, I remember like I went to the Waffle House. Then I was like, oh, let me go down there. And I got lost out there. And I said, and I went down and I saw the hogs and stuff, the little black hogs. And then I said, okay. Then I got back in the car. Then I said, oh, well, I just want to look. And then I said, oh, I'm turning this way. I said, oh, I know I'm turning this way. Got it. Then that shit ain't good or whatever. It's just bad. Then I was like, all right, I'm going to leave out of here. Then I went straight. Then I said, oh, shoot. Which fucking way did I fucking start at or whatever? What the hell? I got lost. It was scary. That shit is not fake. Because now, you think they're going to be for good? Or for bad or whatever. See, it sure is quiet out here. But this area's been quiet in the past. But do I look like? I can't see it. I can't tell. But the energy now is like more so settled and I think the energy out is more settled. When I first made like whatever video, but I wonder if the videos, if somebody looked back, if they would look more settled maybe. But even if I think when I made a video what the energy seemed like or what it was like, it was not good out here. Now the energy is like how it was when I used to walk. But now there's houses out here, so the energy might be a little bit different, but the energy is like back to being settled. Or like compared to when I used to go on the walks, now it's what houses done been built up and stuff. So I don't know, there's supposed to be Spanish people live there. I don't know Spanish people, what they got going on over there. But then they's not there no more or whatever. What the hell? So, I don't know. It seemed like it's only whatever thing or whatever. Like the Spanish people that was there, they's gone. Now it's whatever thing. What the hell done happened? But I'm just doing a quick walk. Is this house good or bad? I don't know. But ain't nobody out or whatever. Ain't nobody doing no dirt bike stuff. Is somebody supposed to do that? No, what about that house regular? Feet are fucking hurting me. I wasn't gonna go on a walk. I'm tired. What the hell's going on? Look at my hand. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so I remember when I first went over here, it was like a lot of bushes. I said, wow. And then when no houses, not any of them 4 houses was there. But they was doing around here years ago. And that was like, now the shit, now like now whatever like guy thinks I might have reactions, they had to do things that was over there. Awful. It's gonna be turning to racism things. Right, but the shit ain't gonna be good. Right there, they might be police or whatever. That brown house, they got a big ass yard. But that house been there or whatever. They seem like they's regular. Like they could have been living in Palm Bay for years. But now, like the living ways seem like it's just only on the phone thing. And on that Roku, I was just gonna wait for it to show Palm Bay, Florida, and it had a temperature. But you see what it showed? But earlier it had Palm Bay, Florida. What the hell? That shit ain't good. Wait, what about house is good or not? Right, so that bitch ain't from out of here or whatever. They just got her just text on the phone. But you see, I'm holding the phone, but I know I'm good. And then I know if I were to hold the phone, somebody get upset. That shit. They done built all. It's horrible. But you see, people, they could be turned into racism things. Or like there's some energy. Wouldn't nobody like want anything to be negative. In the road, there ain't never been no problems like that going on. People's gonna be getting upset and stuff. That shit ain't fake. Now if people's in their own houses, there's gonna be some people that's gonna get upset. But then that shit might not happen either. Whatever it is, something is gonna be so shocking and ain't gonna be funny. I don't think this shit's gonna be funny. That shit ain't good if somebody say, oh, somebody's upset if they's in their house, but they already got their own house. Or they supposed to have their own stuff. That's why I say about wherever people things. Right, and then then whatever things was burning, whatever fire or whatever, then the thing went in to the backyard, right to my backyard or the backyard of the house. And walk all the way. It was in the backyard and shit. That shit ain't normal. Then the other day they had their dog in the back, in the, like, the backyard of the house. What the hell's going on? This shit ain't good. Now, like, it ain't fun or whatever. You see, like, let me not talk for a minute. That house, they completely changed. I used to walk over here. They done painted the house also proudly. And even if they didn't, then the house is completely different. But the house still set where it was at. Right, this Hammy Street is a good street. Somebody lived down on that end of the Hammy Street. It was very good. Somebody lived over on this side of the Hammy Street. It's kind of scary. It was very good. The Hammy Street is good. It's kind of scary. Look, you see that? They got all them palm trees on the Hammy Street. Hopefully they don't cut them down. Look how good. Ooh, hopefully let me make it closer like that. That's scary. Now it seems like I'm even closer. Look how shocking. Look how scary. So I got it like zoomed in closer. Right, but the Hammy Street is good. Look at they car they got. That bitch said the bitch don't like Chevy trucks. The bitch from the school or whatever, the bitch don't like no Chevys. What the hell wrong with the thing? Look at that shocking ass car. It's pretty shocking. Right, look at that. Look at that bitch driving around. Look at that junky butt. Junky butt. But look, I done zoomed in closer to the houses, so it looks scary. Ooh, I just love the palm trees. But the Hammy Street is good. I used to walk like pretty much all along here and everywhere and stuff. But you see that? It's gonna be racism. Horrible racism people gonna exist out. And if that still happened, it would still be different language one time that would go on. And the racism people wouldn't know what anybody's saying. Right, this is Ganyard Avenue. Then this is Gansito. Some ain't good. I don't know about it. Some is not true or whatever. See, look, now I don't know where I'm at. But ain't no way this... How is this the Gansito Street? I'm gonna put it back, zoom out, and I'll zoom in. I'm gonna keep it zoomed in with my face really fast. But I'm gonna turn the camera back. Look what the man is doing. What's going on? Oh, well, no. Hi, hello. Good. palm trees. Look how good. So imagine if somebody lived over here and they got to view all them palm trees. Or maybe somebody lived in some of these houses. Let me zoom out. Look how good. Look. Now let me zoom in. But look how good. Right, the palm trees is scary over here. But it's really good. Look how good it looks zoomed out. I'm zoom in. Or I zoom back in. Right, but I tried to show that the house was pretty shocking looking. I don't know if that house ever was there. But maybe I might not have ever looked so closely at some of these houses before. Or the ones that was already here. Because when I was just walking. But I felt good and everything. But that house is pretty shocking looking. It looked nice. Look, they got a Palm Bay sign. But that house looked older. That the man was, or the house I'm talking about, that was the house that man was standing by. But I only looked at the house for a second. I didn't want to just be looking. But I just prefer to like lock the door, like when I'm going on a walk and everything, so I just feel relaxed. And I had a dog in the house and stuff. It's just made me feel more secure, what they say, maybe that saying. So I didn't zoom back out. So I'm back to my face. But the video is now like 2 hours. Wow, excuse me. But I seen like YouTube videos for like 15 and 16 hours. That shit ain't fake for them video games and stuff. So I'm just trying to relax it. Cause I think, dang, the video can't be for so long. You see, it's older, but they had dogs there. But I got this stuff zoomed in. Look how shocking when I zoom in. I'm keeping it zoomed in. Right, but this house, but what it is, Palm Bay is a shocking area. Right, like whatever people years ago, it's just gonna be shocking. Look at that. Right, but there was a dog there. Something happened maybe. See how scary little. Right, this is. So like if that's that corner to get on that. I didn't even know that street. That shit is not funny. The one street, like you see the corner, it's kind of tight and everything. I don't even know what the street then turn into, but start with an H. It would turn into a different road. It would start with an H. Look at the house they got. But I already seen these houses. They's regular, some of them. Right, you see how they had a house seem not regular, and then they's not from out of here. You see that? But whatever person could be driving that car, they might not even be regular. You see, they ain't from out of here either. And you see, the car ain't normal. Some of this car shit ain't gonna be good. I don't know if this shit's supposed to be fun or whatever. I don't know if it's gonna fucking rain or whatever. I'm scared or whatever. What it is, I'm not gonna go down there. You gotta make a decision. What's the decision gonna be? What it is, I'm gonna come up this way. This is a Hallandale. I was gonna say, is it the hands there or whatever? But it's Hallandale. I think that's how you pronounce it. How you see Maryland, that car say Texas, that car say Illinois. They ain't even from out of here. Look at that. What do you think gonna go on? But these is the houses that whatever people could be in them, they might not even be normal. But they had that shit like that Bay Ridge. All them people wasn't even from, they was from a whole bunch of different places. That shit ain't good. I used to walk in that Bay Ridge area. That shit's horrible now. But maybe it ain't. I don't. Right, they said Hawaii, Minnesota. They had a whole bunch of different places. California. What the hell? And a few other places. All them people was all up in Bay Ridge, like they wasn't from here. But everything seemed regular and stuff, you know what I mean? But now that shit is maybe for horror or whatever. So I have no idea. I don't know. Right, but what did that say? Right, so they got people. That person ain't normal. They's not regular. That shit ain't fake. So what did that say? Hallandale, probably. Right, so look how good these trees look. So you see this corner? This corner shock. Uh-oh. It's just tight. I'm not gonna show it. Somebody just gotta hear what I'm saying. But look how good them trees look over there. Look how good. Look at the trees. Then they made like maybe somebody got shot over like a few months ago. Everything was fine, but it wasn't serious. Or it didn't disclose any information. Look at this fuck. What the hell you think's going on or whatever the fuck? Something ain't gonna be good. What the hell? That shit ain't good. What the hell's gonna go on? That shit ain't supposed to be seen. Don't matter if somebody think they tough because they know how to do brick stuff or ever lay down cement rocks. Shit is horrible. What the hell do people got going on? So any of these people that live there, they ain't gonna be living. Forget about it. Look at this old. Look how the camera is just shaking. I'm just like showing. I'm just walking around. This is a house that had the cats out. The blue house. Well, where's the cat? There used to always be a cat. No, what the hell we got going on? Oh, hell no. What the hell? Look at they got a big ass house. They got a good amount of backyard. And this street is really quiet. Oh, look, see. Look at it. You see, the phone stuff ain't gonna be good. What it is I'm making this video. Look at this junk. Something ain't good. Somebody want to hang out. Look, you see they's reversing. Right, somebody trying to make for high blood pressure. These people probably ain't from out here. Or somebody want to hang out. Look at that shit. You see people ain't from out of here. People don't even know where they's going. But it ain't regular. Trying to tell somebody this shit ain't good. Forget about it. Forget about it. If something ain't good, it ain't good. So I gotta like push it or whatever your eyes out. Oh my god, push it. I gotta push it. Wow. Look at that house. Shit ain't regular. Dude, some of that something ain't good. But now the energy is settled because everybody act like they already know everything now. Right? Everybody's so tough or whatever. Everybody already know everything. Right, so because maybe that car over there, maybe ain't nothing anybody could say to that, whoever the fuck lived there, police, so they wouldn't give a fuck. Cause they would just only be, in where police attitude thing to be rude. But that wouldn't be good. So is that true or not? Oh, hell no, hell no. Look out, look. So the further, like out here, it's just shocking. I don't know. But today's like day, maybe not so scary, but like it depends on like the day and everything. I think for how things might feel. Those people used to be like race people. They support like the Donald Trump or whatever, but now they make like they ain't got no flags out or whatever. They was like flying like certain like flags and stuff and everything, but nowadays not. Like I don't know. Now the house seemed like it might have been this house. It had to have been. Either way, it was one of these houses. It might have been this one. When this one, then it was that house with the truck right there. Right then. Oh my god, now I've been had the hoodie on, kind of cold. Oh my god. Or whatever. Then blasted that house. Not this house. Oh god. That house or whatever. There was a Mercedes car. Look, there's somebody in there. And they hold on whatever kid or whatever. Oh, I don't know. So it could still be a black people. Right, but it was black people in that house. Now the fucking don't let them out. Do you think they struck or whatever? I don't know. Look at that. That might have been the house. Shit is just walk like to be tougher or whatever and just hold the phone and text. Right? So everybody got their own stuff. Look at this person. You see the hoe look at me? Right? Somebody think. Right, but it's just hold the phone. And text on the apps. So I'm doing my part. Are you? That shit ain't good. You think that's political or not? Right, but then everybody calls me whatever. Or not. I'm doing my part. Are you? Ain't that a song? Right, but I'm not arguing with anybody. I'm not gonna walk down there, because what it is when you walk, you gotta fucking keep walking or whatever. So I'm gonna walk back up. Oh, you think that truck gonna turn? Right, but I'm not arguing no kid or whatever. Or whatever the fuck. Or cussing up no junk. When it's all about whatever videos on the phone. So now I'm acting like I'm a part of society, making video on the phone and put on the computer app. That's all the stuff is, and then everybody look at a bunch of videos on the app. Nobody say that shit ain't been happening or ain't ever happened. What the hell? Now that shit sound like insane. But maybe not. Right, then that house had dogs. They used to bark everywhere. Look at that fucking phone shake. I'm fucking walking all around. I don't give a fuck or whatever. Somebody don't have to fucking look at this exit. Oh, hell no. Oh, look at that house. Let me zoom out. Oh, I can't fucking breathe or whatever. Oh, hell no. No shit, I gotta fucking hold on or whatever. Fuck right now. I wasn't fucking gonna go on no fucking. Oh, God. Oh, there go a dog. Oh, wait. It's barking. Aw, you can barely hear. Right, they might have got new windows. They probably did. I don't know. But I feel fine or whatever. I'm just out of breath. I'm doing my part. Are you? Bah, bah. Look at my tongue. Uh-oh. Right, but I think if people hold it, like if I hold my phone, I think somebody would freak out about it or whatever. I don't think that shit is fake or whatever. But don't nobody give a fuck about what anybody act up. Because somebody just say, oh yeah, whatever the fuck. They gotta do whatever the fuck. That's it. That shit ain't fake. So I don't fucking know or whatever. Look at that. You see the bitch fat ass butt? So the bitch got fat legs. So somebody might have seen that for 1 second. Right now the bitch done close the garage. Oh hell no. No, I'm just kidding. Oh hell no. Right, but what time is it? Wow. This shit is about to be 5 o'clock. I don't know what the hell gonna go on. What the hell gonna go on? What the hell gonna go on? So now I got another 2-hour video. So it's probably gonna take a day and a half. If it will upload. Right, but how long do it take somebody to upload a 16-hour video? What the hell? What if this video was 16 hours? You think it takes 6 months to upload? Look at my teeth. But I might will walk around the corner. What about this house? What about this house? What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end this video and I'm gonna make a new one because it's too shocking for me to think the video is so long. Alright, thanks for watching.